Hi everyone, this is Laura Lynn from the Mom and Pop Quilt Shop, and this is Weekend Project, the 1 week before Christmas. Hopefully everybody's prepared. I'm not. That's okay. Wing it. So what we have here is I'm doing an embroidery for a table runner. The local school that I cross guard at is having a raffle for their Christmas show or pageant or something like that. It's just really thing that's going on this week. So I thought I'd do something up to maybe raise a little money for their funds, right? And we will be long arming it on Long Arm Wednesday, so check that out. But right now we're just going to finish the embroidery. So it says Merry Christmas, and it's like in the shape of an ornament, and I really like it. It's one of my favorites. So it has about 10 minutes left. I've already done some of it. I'm going to hit the little go button there and let Nomi finish the rest. A little snip there. What is that doing? Oh, that's doing one of the little, I'm assuming it's like a holly leaf or holly bell or something like that. Anyways, it'll do a little puffy at the top, and then it's going to write Christmas on it in a bit of a half a circle and stretch out the letters as it's going around, trying to making that little Merry Christmas ornament sort of thing. It's really quite pretty, actually. I've used it before. I believe it was a table runner that we had a family that was here from the UK, and they'd moved, and then they ended up having to go back, and it was just before Christmas, so I did that up for them and put their little names on it, I believe. So that was, I think that was last year or the year before. I think it was last year. Must have been last year because I've only had the machine a year, so. Anyways, it's quite cute. I like it how it stitches up. It has 2 more color changes to go. Also, so it's going to finish up the blue what it has for the Christmas, and then it's got a little bit of yellow up near that little blue ball where it was put at that first, and then a little bit of green that's also in the very top of the ornament that goes little like snow pebbles right in between the 2 words, so it separates them. So we'll have a couple little thread changes to deal with, but. So hopefully everybody's getting their shopping done. It's very exciting. I'm not doing much sewing, and the machine's doing it this time around, but it's really kind of cool to watch it all come together. I like it. Done quite a bit of embroidery this past year. I have to say my favorites have been stockings. I love stockings, or personalized bags, or little satchels, or zipper pouches, or something like that that's got the kids' names on it, or your name on it, or even just your initials. So we've got 2 initials, 3 initials, whatever you like. So, and we've got quite a few fonts to choose from, which is always nice. And I can always download more for a small fee. Usually they're not too bad. And you can always get patterns. I've downloaded a few, actually. The Tooth Fairy pillow and the little tooth in the poem that comes with that is one that I paid to download. So I just thought it was too darn cute. Gotta have that. Gotta make Tooth Fairy pillows, by golly. I need Tooth Fairy pillows. So if you need one, I've got 3 in the shop. All ready to go. I was trying to decide what color to choose. On the pattern itself, it's kind of got this purpley, bluey color, so I chose the best I could to match. So, I mean, but you could go all crazy. You could be using orange and green. It's all up to you. And I've always said Merry Christmas, so it will always be Merry Christmas. So this is our first year with a fake Christmas tree, and I have to tell you, I love it. I truly love it. And in fact, I've wanted to keep it up since it went up all year round, but my husband says no. We'll work on that. This is so nice. It's so nice to have it around and it lasts, and not, leaves and fluffs everywhere. The cat's going ape crazy in it. Actually, it was funny. The other night he woke me up. I could tell he was playing with an ornament, but I couldn't tell what it was. And we've got a few that could break, but we put them higher up. So I get up in the morning, and there is Garfield the cat ornament with a Christmas tree on the floor that the cat was playing with. So, in fact, he took the cat took the cat off the tree. To me, it was funny. Maybe not to you, but to me it was funny. Of all the ornaments, right? And about all the lower ones that he could possibly have played with, he takes the cat off. So, at least he kept it near the tree. Almost there. CHRIS. 7 minutes left, it says. That's not including thread changes. So it never takes very long, really. The whole project is just shy of 10,000 stitches. It was actually a little bit smaller than this because it was actually designed for a smaller hoop. So when I put it in my program, I can actually enlarge it or shrink it by 20% in either direction. So I can make it 80%, 84%, 92%, 110%, 118%, anywhere in between that range. So I kind of blew it up just a little bit more because I wanted it to be nice and noticeable in the center of the table runner, that it's Merry Christmas, and I'll do some, you know, I'll put some, oops, beating up the machine. I'll put some fancy stitches on and, oops, I should probably leave that light out. Fancy stitches on, make it all pretty. So you have to check that out for Long Arm Wednesday. We'll be doing that and see how it turned out because the shindig's on Thursday, so. Can't believe it's like a week, just like a week till Christmas. It's unbelievable. It's coming up so fast. All right. I like how it shapes the letters, you know? I think it's, as it's making it, filling in the whole like bottom of the little ornament. Very cool. And like I said, I could have chosen any kind of thread that I wanted. I liked the shiny glossy part of doing the embroidery, so I always stick to those types of threads. You could use the matching bobbin as well for your colors. I just chose a nice gray to blend in with the background of my, just so with I didn't have to change the bobbins out like 5 times as we were filming. So, and it matches quite nice. It looks really lovely. Those little circle ball thingies are a little weird. They're cute. Almost looks like a little dim sum, little, you know, breakfast or lunchy thing. Or a hacky sack. Okay, why did that thread stay there? Okay, just didn't unconnect. There we go. I just didn't want anything getting tucked under or stitched down when it doesn't need to be. Okay, it's working on the A. Very cool. So what I have for the background is this really bright green. Like, why not? I had some dark green and some bright green and some red and stuff. And you know what? Kind of pull that little color right there out. Give it a pop. So they can use it all year round. They can just flip it over and have it as, you know, their spring, summer sort of table runner. I won't, maybe I'll just put, you know, loops or swirls on it or something, so it doesn't really matter. Make it a universal table runner. Or flip it over and you got something for New Year's. There you go, right? Very cute. It's working on the S. It's almost done. 3 minutes. It's like the countdown. I was the last sewing lesson I had with one of my girls. She wanted embroidered little bags, little tote bags for her family. So we tried to get all 4 of them done, like super fast. So as we're stitching out the names, oh, thread color change. So we're gonna change to yellow now. She was, oh, thread right in the T. Of course, that's how it goes. She was fascinated as watching as it was stitching her name and then stitching her friend's name, and her eyes were just popping up. It's so cute. It's so cute to see. Nice to see the excitement and enthusiasm. And she's like, well, how does it know where to go? I'm like, because we pre-programmed it. And then she's like, well, what colors can we choose? I'm like, any color you want. I got a whole selection here. And of course, his mom was like so surprised we did that. Like just well, it was slightly over an hour. I said we were almost done. We only had like one more handle to put on a bag before when Mom came to pick her up. So we were racing. All right, so that's yellow, and we're gonna hit the start button. Yeah, it's putting another 2 little that poofy things next to that other little poofy thing. So that looks like a dim sum. Just let it get started. I don't want it to come too close to it. Till it's ready to go. And I like how it's just going to pop on that gray. That background is just going to make all those colors pop nice and bright. And I think that's it for yellow. That's, yeah, there's only those two little things for yellow. I mean, I could just hit the continue button and it would stitch the yellow all in here, which it has for this green, but I want to really pull that green in from the back to the front. So we'll tidy up the yellow. Always pop the lid on, keep it from lint and dust and getting dirty. And we'll take the green, and this is Kelly green, and that was Sunshine Yellow. And the blue was Robin Eggs blue. That I do know because it's actually one of my long arm threads, and I like that one better than the blue that I actually had in my collection. It was a bit dark. Actually, I'll show it here. And it was a little bit turquoisey. It wasn't quite what I was looking for. I needed that softy blue, so. All right, so it's 3 thread, and we've only got 3 minutes left for this green little dim-summy thingies to stitch up. Oops. No, I don't need glasses. Could be a little certificate in my stocking from Santa Claus for, eye exam. Maybe you do, Missy. There we go. Make sure it's all good, and start. I thought I did something wrong. You never know. Yeah, they're just tiny little things, so I'll have to probably clean up between the stitches. Yeah, it's only got about, I don't know, a dozen or so to do with those. And then this is all done. So what I'm going to do is after, when this is complete, and we are going to long arm, or that's not for that, sorry. That's for the green. And when we do long arm it, I'll put a layer of high loft batting, so it gives it a little puffiness and adds dimension. So when it stitches out, all that what's not stitched kind of gives a little puffness too. Actually, kind of like one of our Christmas quilts here. That's what's on the other side, but I made the trees kind of puff out a bit by just outlining the whole part of the tree. This one's got, snow leaves and petals and swirls, and I put stars with little ribbons inside the tree area. So. Ooh, it's over the eye. So exciting. I like doing fundraiser stuff. For one, it gets your name out there, and it lets you know, or it lets people know what you do or what you like to do. A lot of people just know me as the crossing guard. I've been the crossing guard for 7 years. So it's nice to them, oh, you sew. I'm like, yes, I fix, repair, I hem, I quilt, I long arm, the jack of all trades, man. Keeps me out of trouble. It's unanimous. The one behind you was doing this as well. Too funny. But I do enjoy it. And I know I've saved a lot of disasters, from dogs eating quilts to dogs eating jackets to, I've saved a few things. So, and it's nice to know that I have. And I have actually on my list of projects to do right after Christmas is 2 heirloom quilts that were handed down to a lady not too far, just up the road to her. And they're like 80 years old, one of them, and the other one's about 60 years old. So it's a very delicate touch. It's all hand stitching. There's no machine involved. So, and I have to do quite a bit of repair. But I'm looking forward to it. It's quite the project. It's just to restore that art. Why not? Why not? I'll have to do some thrift store shopping to get maybe some fabrics to match the ones that are really fading or have torn really bad. Because I kind of want the same era of fabric, right? If I can, or as close to thereof. I'm not going to add, flannelette or something, right? So, oh, it's almost ready. 1 minute. It's like 2 more, 3 more, 3 more. 3 more little tiny green Christmas balls to go with our ornament. I just like that it was not just the ornament, it had a little bit of greenery behind it, and it had some holly, and I don't know, it just had a little bit of character to it, right? You can do just a snowflake if you wanted, or you can just hand stitch something, or just do a plain piece of fabric, or just do a fancy block. I couldn't decide whether to do a tote, like a Christmas tote, like a Christmas theme tote of oh, Cutter doesn't want to go. Or do some like a table runner. So I figured, you know what, a table runner would do. That way it can be brought out and used every Christmas, really. All right, so we'll tuck this away. And you've seen my background fabric, so you know what or the back fabric. So let's take this off the frame here and you can see what this good old Nomi machine's been working on. Oops, there we go. Sorry about that. Okay. Just want to move my frame out of the way. That's the biggest one I have. This is GR. I think it's, hold on. I'd say that's inside stitch would be 14 by 12. So that's not bad. That's the biggest one I have. There we go. I'll bring it to the front so you can see it. Merry Christmas, all cute. And it's all stitched in the back. And of course you have to use your stabilizer to make sure that your stitches are not going to be, you know, because if you don't have this, if you don't have the stabilizer on what's on the back here is what you iron on, this stuff right here, it'll just all literally pucker like this and you won't even see your design. So you really need to have that stabilizer to make sure all your stitches stay where they need to be, and it's ironed on, or it's what have you. There's stuff that you can use for towels, there's washable, there's cutaway, there's peel away, there's tear away, there's all sorts of different ones out there. So find the one that's right for your machine, or, you know, ask your local ladies at your fabric store. So thank you very much for joining me for this weekend project, and check it out on Long Arm Wednesday, getting all prettied up, okay? All right, see you later, and Merry Christmas, everybody. We'll see you next Christmas Eve. Actually, we'll see you on Christmas Eve. What are we gonna do? Any suggestions? Something? Maybe a little something. We'll think. Okay. Thanks, everybody. Thanks for liking and subscribing. And Teresa from ES Ohio, you make me smile too. Thank you very much. See you later, everybody. Bye.